In this video, we're going to talk about systems of equations and how to solve using the substitution method. So, just as a reminder, system of equations has two or more equations. We're just going to use two here. And the solution could be a number of different options here. So, for the most part, we're just going to have one solution. That's where the lines intersect. But sometimes we will get equations that have the same slope, so they're parallel, they're never going to intersect, so we have no solution. Or we've got two lines that are the exact same, they overlap, and so they have an infinite number of solutions. So let's go ahead and look at our example. When we do substitution, we want one of our two equations to be written as x equals or y equals. So in this case, we already have this equation as y equals. And so we're going to use this top equation to substitute into the second one. So when we do substitution method, we basically take our two equations and we combine them into one. We can't solve for x or y the way that it's written when we have two equations, but if we can combine them and get rid of one of our variables, then we can solve for the other one and then piece it all together and find the other variable to get our solution. So we're going to take y equals 7x minus 4, and since 7x minus 4 must be equal to y, then we're just going to substitute that part of our equation down into our other equation for y. So now we have 4x minus 7x minus 4 is equal to 1. So we see we're taking this, plugging it in here, and now we get just one equation, and we only have one variable, x. So now we've set it up so that we can solve for x and go from there. So now we're going to just get x by itself. We have to distribute this negative in here, combine our like terms, move the 4 over, and then divide, and then we've got x equals 1. So now that's half of our answer. Now what we're going to do is we need to plug that value into one of our original equations to find the other variable. Okay, so now we have to substitute 1 in for x here or here. I like substitution method because since we have one of our equations written as x equals or y equals, in this case y equals, we're going to solve for x, so then we plug that one into that specific equation, and then all we have to do is simplify that side of the equation, and we've got our solution for the y value. If we plug it in here, you've got some other steps that you have to do to get y by itself. This one already has y by itself. So I can plug y into my first equation for x. 7 minus 4 is 3. So our solution for this system here is x equals 1, y equals 3. Now you always want to double check and plug the values that you get in to the other equation, just in case you made a mistake. So if this is in fact the solution, we know that this point is on this line, but we have to check if it's on this line as well. So we plug 1 and 3 in to this equation, and we get 4 minus 3 equals 1. That's true, so we're good. Also keep in mind when we're doing substitution or elimination, if both the x and y terms cancel, then you're going to just have one number equal to another number or the same number. So if it's two numbers that are equal to each other, that tells us that they're the same exact line, so we have infinite solutions. If the numbers don't equal each other, then that tells us there's no solution because we have parallel lines. So we'll look at some more examples in another video, but these are the basics for how to solve for substitution.